the amendment. Rep. Piscopo.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, yes, we had the public hearing that Representative Anderson refers to in the Energy Committee, and it raised some questions. And I sit on that committee, and I asked basic questions. What's the footprint of this thing? It'd be about picture about something the size of this room, full of batteries, lithium batteries. And of course, it's controlled heat and cooling controlled, and there's an alarm system in case something went off, in case there was a problem. And I said, well, okay, lightning hits the system on top, boom, the cooling goes off in a 90-degree day. Where does the alarm go off? And he said, well, we have it may be out of Albany, I think they're building, the headquarters is, I think an alarm would ring there, and then immediately the Harwinton, or wherever these are proposed. In my case, I have one proposed in Harwinton, but that would go off at the police station there. They would notify them right away. So that is a problem. I mean, you have no one right away. I mean, these things, talk about a thermal runaway. Once these things get started, they got to be addressed right away. So this is a very common sense proposal. It's just a common sense amendment, just seeking common ground with everyone here on this committee. It's not a drastic ban or we don't want these, don't like these. We're able, we would accept this battery storage, but we're just doing it in a moderate way, just a moratorium until we can figure out, as the representative said, just a minimum of, like what is the reaction? What are we going to do in an emergency? What are these made of? It's a relatively new technology. This lithium storage facilities. What's the environmental damage? Is why we're here, Mr. Chairman and members of the committee. The groundwater, the surface water, of course, if there's ever a problem, as well trained as Harwinton is, or Granby is, or there's a lot of these different towns that they're proposed in. As well trained as these guys are, they're the best trained in the world, but as well trained as they are, they're not going to be able to get there. The volunteer fire department, a resident trooper shows up, a volunteer, maybe 2 trucks show up, and they're not going to be able to handle something like this. And the plume, the toxic plume that is released, blows with the prevailing winds over, in Harwinton's case, right over Burlington and toward Hartford, and so it's just a huge problem. It's a huge potential problem. I'm just hoping this committee sees fit. We are the Environment Committee. It's huge environmental threats to us if these things are allowed to just go in without these proper, just 8 common sense proper guardrails, if you will, or just proper common sense or safety measures. That's all they are, and that's all we're proposing. So I hope we get your support for these. I know there's one proposed in a lot of towns you represent, and so you would be doing our constituents a favor if we just take a good look at this. That's all I'm asking. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Rep.